As is typical for most graphic design projects, your quote-unquote client has changed their mind about the colors of these icons, and instead of brown they would like to have a green background. We're going to change this rather easily by selecting all of the backgrounds and changing them at one time. To do this, first of all, let's do a zoom out so we can see everything. So let me double click the hand tool, which is going to allow me to see all of my artboard, and I'm going to unlock all of my layers. I want to pick up my selection tool just to show you that our items are still grouped. So instead of using a selection tool, we're going to use the direct selection tool, which is the white arrow or hollow arrow, and click on any one of the backgrounds. Next, go to select and select same fill color. That's going to select all of our artwork, and we can then go in to the swatches panel and pick up a nice medium green. How about this one? And one change and everything has changed. At the same time, we're also going to change our stroke to none to eliminate the outline. Next, we're going to pick up one of the black shapes that make up the picnic table and select same fill again. With all the black filled objects selected, change the fill color to white. Now choose the selection tool in the tool panel and click away to deselect. Next, you're going to double click the hiker. When you double click with the selection tool, we have placed this item into isolation. In isolation mode, only that object that we clicked on is going to be available. Now this was made up of lines, so we're going to select all of the lines. We are already in isolation mode, but we're going to double click on the hiker again to get into a nested isolation. So you can see we have icon arc, we have the hiker, and we have current isolated group. Now that group is going to give us the legs and body. Next, we're going to shift click to select the legs, the arm, and the walking stick. And now we're going to go to Object, Path, and we're going to outline the stroke. This now gives those a fill rather than a stroke, and you can see the change is reflected in our swatches panel. So now if we bring up those items, select them all again, if you deselected, we can change the fill on that to white. At the top of the document window, click the arrow button 3 times to return to the main artboard. And now we're going to use the Shaper tool to select the campsite icon and make changes to it. Where's our Shaper tool? Oh, Shaper is underneath the pencil. So once I select that, I can give this a fill and stroke that's white. At this point, we can save the file. Okay, so the client is happy, and the client is so thrilled that now they would like you to continue and create more icons. Now we have several more. So if you go to File and remember to Place and select your link and template, we've already done the campfire. You need to do the canoe. We've done the hiking. How about doing Overlook, the ranger station, and swimming? You've already learned how to do all of this, so now you're going to continue to work those 4 items and do them on your own. When you're done with those, that's the file that you're going to submit to me. Remember, when you save this again to Turnitin, that you need to add an underscore and your initials to the Illustrator file that you're going to submit. For those of you who are interested in working above and beyond this for extra credit, you can choose from on page 84 the list of additional icons. This is not going to be required at this time, but if you'd like to, you can create an icon for either badminton, relay races, bocce, horseshoes, or volleyball. But for those, you'll need to come up with a drawing. We don't have one for you. Again, this is extra credit if you want to. I know it's a time crunch, so I'm not requiring it, but you do need to do the other 4 images. It shouldn't take you very long now that you've got the basics down. Okay? Any questions? Send me something in the messages, or if you're having issues, submit something into the technical issue discussions, and we'll try and get everything cleared up. I am not requiring you to do the project review. At this point, I don't want to, but if I have a lot of lates and things like that, or people putting things off to the very last minute, I may start having the project reviews submitted. But at this point, I would rather not. We're here to learn how to draw, not how to fill in the blanks. Okay? Good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you've done.